Back at the sessions on 107.6. That was Jack Mowbray and House of Cards right here on the sessions. I've been joined in the studio with the guys from the Miscellaneous collection. Hello.
Hello.
Collective. You're going to have to remind me and correct me on that one. I'm going to say that one all night. The Miscellaneous Collective.
That's right.
Tell me a bit about yourself. Tell me about the band.
They were about a year ago.
Just about a year ago, yeah.
Yeah, and we've been gigging and
recording and doing all this band stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's all going well?
It is going well. I'm going to tell them about how we met because I started writing and Ernesto organises a open mic night at the GOMA, the Gallery of Modern Art in Glasgow. So that's tomorrow night actually. And
we'll give that a mention later on.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you had those songs that you wanted to perform, and it just helped you write them, and
that's how we got
from
together.
From then on, we were a band.
Yeah. Definitely. That's how it happened.
Normally, there's more in the band.
We used to have another member, and then he left, and we've been playing alone together. And there's still more members now. There's a drummer and a bassist, but we're still trying to get things sorted in it.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I tell you what, we'll just crack on with the first song and tell me about our first track.
This first song, I wrote it quite quickly. It was maybe 3 months into us meeting together.
One of the first ones.
I'd already had quite a lot of material or whatever, and I wrote this in a night, and it happened this way. And we've kept it, so...
Just go when you're ready.
Yeah, no worries. Something down the street today that's coming your way. I wouldn't miss a wave nor a wink. We have to seize the day before it's away and get down and play. Take a little moment to think. Everything you know could be done in a blink. Even the things that you don't see, the air we breathe. Charlene told me, you really don't wanna end up like that lady is crazy. I wanna be like her. If I get old, I wanna be wrinkly and barely touch my toes. Oh, Charlene told she tells me many things, that we get our love when we get love, until there's nothing left to give. So take a little moment to think. Everything you know could be done in a blink. Even the things you don't see, the fish in the sea, they will be gone. So take a little moment to think. Those things you deem important, they could go down the sink, never to be seen again. Tiny little objects dead. When we will be gone. Go home when you can. We will be gone. Go home when you can. We will be gone. Go home when you can. We will be gone.
That was the first track by the Miscellaneous Collective right here in the sessions on 107.6. That was called
Take a Little Moment.
Take a Little Moment. Thank you very much for that cracking track. That wine,
welcome.
But a third of the way through about turning old and having wrinkles and touching your toes. I can't touch my toes now, and I'm only 30. So,
that's my favourite lyric.
That's quite a good one. Quite like that one. Anyway, thank you very much for that. We've got a few people tuned in on our Facebook live feed, so we need to give them a wee wave. Hello, guys. Thank you very much.
Hello.
And please comment on the feed. Please let us know that you're listening. If people are out there on our Facebook live feed, how can they be in touch? How can they? Have you guys got a Facebook page? Have you got a Twitter feed, a YouTube channel?
Yeah, well, you can find us. You can find us on Facebook on TM Collective. That's like our hashtag. We have a SoundCloud on a Facebook. It's the best way to get in contact with us. Yeah.
It's all the same. Just the
TM Collective.
TM Collective. What we'll do is before we finish, we'll get a cheesy picture underneath our East Coast FM banner, and we'll put a wee link on our Facebook page to your Facebook pages and Twitter feeds and all that kind of stuff.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Of course, we'll do that for you. That's not a problem. Tell me a bit about the second song we're going to do.
Well, that's my one. It's sort of like a relationship song, but like not a good one. Like
right.
Or like trying to be a good one. I don't know. It's kind of co-written actually.
Yeah.
We wrote the lyrics together. Like you wrote one verse, I wrote the other one, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What's the track called?
Just Like You.
Just go when you're ready.
Thank you.
Heard the news that you are trying, girl.
Trying, girl.
Now I'm trying for you.
Stolen socks, they lock their tea in a box. And sugar cube, I just don't know what I'll do with that. You're my honeydew.
Heard the news that you are crying, girl. Now I'm crying for you.
Flamingos dancing to flamenco, round and round in the rings of your eyes. You're my honey spice.
Hear the news that you are falling, girl.
Falling, girl.
Now I'm falling for you. Or will we see each other fall?
One by one on our own.
And ain't that hard to resist?
Give you a miss.
To change the tide to what I want to have for you to try to be just like you. Oh, I hear the news that you are boring, girl.
Hot, boring girl.
And I could be boring too.
A man walked up close, he said, man, don't I know that nose? I smell no, I don't think I've seen you, dude. What's your name?
Hear the news that you are falling, girl.
Falling girl.
Now I'm falling for you. Or will we see each other fall?
One by one on our own.
And ain't that hard to resist?
Give you a miss.
To change the tide to what I want to have for you to try
to
be just like you. Oh, sha la 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 la, ba ba da da da, ba da 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 da, ba ba da da da. Ba eh oh 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 eh oh, bra da 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 da, ba ba da da da, bra da 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 da, ba ba da da da. And your goodbye's my surprise, surprise.
That was Just Like You by the Miscellaneous Collective right here on the sessions on 107.6. There was a few of those guitar. I mean, I can play guitar. No, I can bask. I can get by. Don't get me wrong. But some of those chords I can't play. Tell me about that minor chord thing you were doing with your pinky. It was
when?
No, it was. I think it was an A minor chord thing.
That's just an A7 there.
It was. Yeah, but there's.
I
What's
think
all that about?
Well, during the chorus, because I don't know, I'm into a lot of 60s kind of music, which uses a lot of sevens, so I use a lot of seven during there.
Really interesting stuff. That one, that was the
F sharp 7.
An F sharp. Oh, a bit of a guitar geek thing going on here.
Don't tell him your secrets.
Don't tell the secrets. Shh.
No,
Shh. Anyway, that's me geeking out about guitar chords. Anyway. Less talk about me and more talk about you guys. Tell me a bit about your up and coming gigs and shows. We did have them written down somewhere. We have got written on here.
So well, right now we're just doing like small sessions in pubs and stuff in bars. We've been organised some gigs with Pressure Valve.
Right.
That's all in Edinburgh. One of them is in the 8th and the other one on the 11th. But if you go on their website, you'll be able to see them finally. Other than that, we just open mics. We've got the Goma sessions for songwriters.
Right.
And we usually play at that too. So that's the last Thursday of every month that you can see us.
And that's in Glasgow.
In Glasgow, aye.
Well, Ernesto's just moved through to Edinburgh, so that's why we're kind of working things out.
Between both cities.
Seeing each other at the weekends and trying to get things together.
So you've got a bit of a Glasgow twang there in your.
Wait. That's the gig that you were talking about. We've got a gig in March for the Free Kissy sessions or something. It's a festival in Edinburgh.
I'm going to kind of mix up my questions here a little bit. We're having a good time, having a bit of a laugh. Alba and Ernesto, I'm going to have to pronounce that one better. Ernesto. Tell me a bit about where your music comes from. Is it a family thing? Is it something you found as a teenager, or is it? Tell me.
Me personally, it was after I quit a job 2 years ago.
Right.
And I had some free time at the time. I thought I'd maybe go travelling and kind of enjoy myself. I did a lot of music in school. I remember having to write a song in school, and it was disastrous. I didn't think that writing music or some was something that I'd get into. I left this job, and lyrics were just coming out of me. I started putting them on paper, singing in my house. I honestly didn't think I'd be doing anything with it, and then I got a message from Ernesto one day saying, "Oh, I hear you've been writing. I've got a writer's session at the Goma."
Right, okay.
So
I'll have to get some of your regulars at your sessions into this version of the sessions
I'll let them
here.
know, yeah.
Of course, please do.
Sure.
And what about yourself, Ernesto?
Well, I started playing drums when I was like a young teenager. That being my first instrument.
Right.
Then I started playing a little bit of guitar. I was never good up until I got lessons, but I always wrote poetry and I always wrote short stories. So I think that just kind of emerged together into. But yeah, I've been writing songs for like a good few years now.
Sounding absolutely brilliant. I'm really enjoying myself. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Tell me about this. The third song we're going to move on. We're moving on quickly through these songs, but we're.
Let's Get Serious, I think it is.
Yeah, this is Let's Get Serious.
We wrote this at a time when we were trying to be serious as a band.
No, actually, we wrote this at a time where you weren't being serious at all, and I was like pestering you guys to be serious.
Right, just go when you're ready.
Let's go for it.
Sorry.
Let's get serious. No more fooling around. Let's get serious right now. Plant our feet on the ground. Well, if you wanna be a clown, not frown. Flip yourself upside down.
Don't wanna be serious.
And if you think it's all a joke, come on and let's be serious.
Don't wanna be serious. Living life like a child. My mama told me not to be so wild.
She told me to be serious. Try to be a little serious. Stop that cigarette out. Shake down. Spin your head round and round.
Don't wanna be serious.
Oh, we can still have some fun. Smoke blunts and chat shit into cunts. I'm sitting in my underwear. I'm happy with my bed hair.
Don't wanna be serious.
Oh, I just woke up at 6 at night. No time. Let's get serious. Put that bottle down. Tear your head from the clouds. Put your feet on the ground.
Don't wanna be serious.
When the people they ask me what I did day to day, I try to tell them mostly that I'm just out of bed. Come on, let's be serious.
Don't wanna be serious.
Right now, plant our feet on the ground. Tear your head from the clouds.
Don't wanna be serious.
It's fine, my mama said that it's alright. Just try not to be down. Just try not to be down. Put your feet on the ground.
That was Let's Get... Put my teeth back in. That was Let's Get Serious by the Biscuit.
The biscuit. We're not the
The
biscuit.
Miscellaneous
biscuit.
Collective. I'm afraid of no biscuits here in the sessions. No biscuit.
I saw them through
I
next
saw
door.
some biscuits.
Damn it, you saw the stash. The Miscellaneous Collective, right here in the sessions on 107.6. I must explain. We had a band in called the Biscuit Tin Collective.
Right,
I'm
right.
getting the two muddled up, you see. It was a few weeks ago, a wee while ago. Very similar names. My stupidity and my... Anyway.
I'll let you off.
Let me off, thank you. Right. EPs, albums, recordings, what have you done? What have you got? What
We've
have you...
recently recorded an EP. It's called There's a Big Fog of Cloud Coming.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and it's about 5 songs, some of them which are here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find them on SoundCloud just now.
Yeah.
I personally am going to release some old versions. We've got 2 songs that we actually attempted to record on our own at home, using a phone and wrapping it in a towel,
Okay.
and we recently did it in the studio and things like that. But I actually prefer, for one of the songs, I preferred the older version.
Okay,
So I'm going to be releasing that maybe tonight or tomorrow if anyone wants to have a look.
Send it here, send it into me and I'll play it. Yes, of course.
Yeah, sounds great.
And then an EP as well, ping that to me as well, and I'll get on the system here so anybody can play it for you guys.
Yeah.
We'll move on. We'll mention, before we finish up, we've got time for 2 or 3 more songs. We've plenty of time.
Cool.
We'll mention your gigs and your Facebook and Twitter feeds again before we finish. But we'll just move on to track number 4 if that's alright. Tell me a bit about the song.
Night Shift Bed.
We wrote this
This is our latest
last
song.
night.
Okay. Makeshift bed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what there is to say about makeshift bed.
Sounds like a relationshipy song again.
Yeah. I think it's kind of about, I don't know, it talks about being being depressed but enjoying being in that kind of comfort zone, and having takeaways around your bed, and it's about kind of maybe you've had a hard time, a long weekend, and you're just kind of in your own kind of surroundings.
And you will make shit bed, right?
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it's about.
Yeah. Okay. Just go when you're ready.
Yeah, let's go. Start. Have you ever had to tell someone you're busy? Have you ever had to tell a lie? Have you ever had that feeling of sick and dizzy? Have you ever been made to feel so bad? Have you ever had someone really like you? Have you ever been made to feel so glad? Have you ever had your feelings become an issue, and in fact have to bite you in your back. Sometimes I sleep better in a makeshift bed. Some states of change seem to get out my head. Sometimes I sleep better in a great big mess. It's comforting to know I ain't the only one that gets depressed.
Sometimes I sleep better on a makeshift bed, and sometimes I sleep better in a grey big mess, and sometimes I sleep better in the kitchen floor. Oh, sometimes I sleep better up against the door.
Have you ever
Sometimes I sleep
had
better on
to
a
tell
makeshift
someone you're
bed.
busy?
Sometimes
Have
I
you
sleep
ever had to
better
tell a
on a
lie?
makeshift bed.
Have you ever had
Sometimes I sleep better on a
that feeling
makeshift
sick and
bed.
dizzy? Have you ever been made to feel so bad? Sometimes I sleep better in a makeshift bed. Some mistakes of change just seem to get out my head. Sometimes I sleep better in a great big mess. It's comforting to know I ain't the only one that gets depressed.
That was the Makeshift Bed by the Miscellaneous Collective right here in the sessions on 107.6 with a very sharp stop there right on the end. Thank you very much for that. I was listening to that bit about the... Oh, it's all brilliant. Thank you. Tell me a bit about what you want to do in the future. You've released this EP.
We want to be famous.
You want to be famous. You want to... Right. But what
That's the bottom line.
Maybe a year from now, what, do you want more gigs, more shows, another album? What's the future look like for Miscellaneous?
Probably more recording and stuff. And
Yeah.
I want to like get the band going properly so we can have like bigger gigs with like a proper band setup rather than just the two of us.
Yeah.
Which would be ideal, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, of course, being famous.
It's something absolutely brilliant. I'm really enjoying myself. I can't quite pinpoint the style of music or where it falls or when it falls, even if it's... you said it's old music.
Well,
it doesn't have a genre.
I'm quite glad you didn't ever ask
I
at
think
the start
it is. It's
about
like
genres, cause
you have a lot of soul influences and stuff.
Country and jazz maybe.
And I have a lot of psychedelic rock and 60s, 70s kind of era. So I think it's a fusion between
a fusion of lots of stuff. It's really interesting. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your feedback.
That's right. That's what the show's all about. It's all about giving people a chance and promoting local bands and local music, even though you're from Glasgow, but we won't hold that against you. We won't hold that against you. But we have got Ernesto, who now stays in Edinburgh, so that's fair enough. Right, we've got time for 2 more songs, I think, so there's no rush. There's nobody else in after you guys, so as long as we're enjoying ourselves, that's the main thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me about the fifth song we're going to do.
It's Everyday Life. It was written by... We used to play with this guy called Ben, and he kind of wrote the first 2 verses of this song, and then I finished the kind of thing, so it was like co-written between the 2 of us.
And then I added some ahs and oohs.
Yeah.
And that was how it ended.
And it's a song about taking it too hard and drinking too much and stuff. And
yeah. And it being a repetitive thing, kind of
being in everyday
life. Yeah.
Right,
but it's a happy song too.
It's a happy sad.
It's sad happy. It sounds happy, but it's kind of a bit sad.
There's leaves on the trees and the sun is shining. Everything's good cause everyone is laughing. Sitting in the park, drink your wine. No need to worry about the time. There's a party over there, why don't we join it? It might be fun, might be boring. The music they play is so unknowing. I think that I'm going nuts.
Nuts and nuts, nuts and nuts, and nuts and nuts and nuts.
But when I hear her name, she makes my head feel better again.
I'm mixing happy with my everyday life. I'm mixing happy with my everyday life. I'm mixing happy with my everyday life.
What's it? Going to bed, my head is spinning. Can't quite tell if I'm losing or winning. Everything's good cause everyone is laughing. Mixing happy with everyday life. But when I hear her name, she makes my head feel better again. You do what you do to be away from everyday misery.
I feel addicted to my everyday life. I feel addicted to my everyday life. I feel addicted to my everyday life.
I said that I feel addicted to my everyday life. I feel addicted to my everyday life. I feel addicted to my everyday life. I said that I feel addicted.
That was Everyday Life by the Miscellaneous Collective right here on the sessions on 107.6. Again, thank you very much for that cracking track.
You're very welcome.
The whole drinking in the park thing, I can relate to that myself. A few years ago, not so much nowadays. But yeah, thank you very much. Cracking track. We need to give another wee shout out to our Facebook Live feed for Gillian Hunter and Richard Buchanan tuned in. We can give them a wave again. Hello guys. Thank you. Please like, please share us.
Thank you
for
very
being
much.
involved. Again, moving on. Mention your Facebook page. How can people be in touch?
So on Facebook and SoundCloud, it's TM Collective, and we are called the Miscellaneous Collective, TMC for short, or Tata Mama Kaka.
If you just write down all the variations, you'll find us.
You'll find us somehow.
TM Collective or the Miscellaneous Collective, you can find us on something like that.
And we'll put a link on our Facebook page, like I said before. I didn't mention this question off air. I know we had a wee conversation before we went on. I'm throwing this curveball at you guys to see if you've got the answer to this one. I'm sure you do. Where did the name come from? The Miscellaneous Collective. How did that happen?
I think I chose the name in the end, but... So,
you wanted Miscellaneous, and we wanted to be a collective, which we've not accomplished yet.
Yeah. But we thought, we liked the idea of that anyone could be in the band. We were in... At the time when we chose the name, it was me, you and Ben, and even at that time we thought it'd be quite fun if another person or two could play with us now and then, you know. I think we went through a lot of different names, the Baragadagas and things like that. Okay. We spent a good long, full week in the house playing music, and I seem to remember 2 nights just non-stop, we were just writing down names that we thought, and then we ended up thinking, oh well, why don't we just have no name?
The Miscellaneous.
Be Miscellaneous, that's how it worked out, isn't it?
I don't know. I think I was away
that
for
was the logic, but I don't know.
I wasn't there at that moment, I think.
Yeah.
It sounded absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. We've got time for the 6th and final song.
Okay.
Before we move on to that last track, tell me again about the up and coming gigs and how people can get the details.
Okay. If you go on the Pressure Valve website, you'll see my name, Ernesto Fernandez, on some of the slots, and I will be on the 8th and the 11th of February. That's the next 2 gigs that we've got set up. We're also going to be on the Free Keysy Festival session.
Right.
And there will be like a lot of like performing nights, and that's in Edinburgh too. And in Glasgow, depending on what we organise, we'll probably play one of Mick Hargan's sessions.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You've not got one in March?
That's the Free Keysy section.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the open mic things you've got in Glasgow.
And the Goma songwriter session, which every songwriter's welcome to come to.
And that's tomorrow night if anyone wants to come along. If they're in
where's that held?
At the Gallery of Modern Art.
Oh, the RC. Yeah. Right. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Tell me a bit about track number 6.
This is so we have the EP and it's self-titled. After this is there's a big fuck of cloud coming.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an angry breakup song, as like you hear.
Yeah. It came from one of our friends called us one day, Ben, who we used to be in the band with. And we were asking him if he wanted to come over to practice, and he said, "Are you kidding on? There's a big fuck off cloud coming."
Right.
And we thought, that is great. We're going to call the EP that no matter what. And then it turned into this song.
And then I wrote the song, and then I saw my opportunity to use that in a song, and I did.
It's an absolute cracking title for an EP, but we do have to watch our language here in the session. So please do watch our language.
Okay,
we'll get me a message from the station manager in a minute, but that's fine. Sorry.
It's quite. I just wanted to say it's quite a trippy song. It's quite experimental.
Yeah, it's unique.
Shall we just go for it?
Yeah.
Take it, blah, blah, grab it, grab, ba, baby, take with you all the lies. Shippy with you, this relationship. Thanks for presses and X's, we are communicating. Time to time, Mimi keeps making us dizzy. Kisses messy, without you there is a breezy. Easy girl, the heat's making me wheezy. Take some time to think while Shippy sings. Bring wings after flings, make us feel it more, less is more, we'll get to the core after all this boredom. There's a big fog of cloud coming. It gets closer the more you're longing. Poor boy can't take care of his own. It's pretty easy now you're not home. And moan, can we both just have some fun? Don't be silly, dumb, fun is a no-no. Run, crawl, step over some stones. Beyond the door there is a pond where I have drowned my deepest love. Sleepy, Mrs. Lizzie, grass out loud if it's not easy. Wah, ma, consequate over a timeout. Ruga, rago, Maggie, ma. Lucy, Woozy, juices, loony, over duty. Take some time to think, cause Shippy sings. Bring wings after flings, make us feel it. Poor, less is more, we'll get to the core after all this boredom. There's a big fog of cloud coming. It gets closer the more you're longing. Poor boy can't take care of his own. It's pretty easy now you're not home. And there's a big fog of cloud coming. It gets closer the more you're longing. Poor boy can't take care of his own. It's pretty easy now you're not home.
That was the title track from the EP. There's a huge, big, very, very big cloud coming. Performed by the Miscellaneous Collective right here in the sessions on East Coast FM. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Whenever you've got more gigs coming up, you've got another EP release or album on the go, give me a shout, give me a text, get me on Facebook, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Thank you so much.
Just one more time before you go, mention the Pressure Valve, you said, was the website to go to check out for your kids.
On Facebook, go on Facebook and we'll have some gigs there.
Absolutely brilliant, yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to continue the sessions tonight with a track from Ross Hamilton. This is his Burns track, because it is Burns night tomorrow night. Green Grow the Rashes, though.